What is going on, guys? We're back with another Call of Duty Warzone patch notes update video. Raven has just released a unexpected set of patch notes for an update that's just gone live today on the March 28th. This update looks like it completely, or at least marginally, rejigs how the perks work in Warzone. So I haven't read through these yet. We're going to do it together, but I think this could lead to some interesting changes. JGod and True Game Data both suspected of this as doing some testing earlier today, and I think this has actually confirmed it and released that. So let's get into it. Right, so the update is Perk Adjustment. We see this chapter of Warzone as an ever-evolving layered gameplay space which we want to both counterplay and interplay between systems to be viable. So this is sort of increasing the playability of the different styles of gameplay with the different perks. We want to provide the players with a variety of tools to create even more interesting stories or big brain plays, 200 IQ plays that take advantage of the system in ways that developers never thought were possible. This is really great to see, actually. This is Raven really thinking about, that sandbox of experiences, not just, one solid meta. And I think if you're honest with yourself, the last 6 months have been kind of metaless, especially in Rebirth Island. Everyone is dropping in with pretty much whatever they want. So really the best state the game's been in a long time. Perks, we're going to make a significant part, or perks are going to make a significant part of the push towards this objective. The changes observed today represent a glimpse of what's to come in Season 3. So yes, this is part of the Season 2.5 Reloaded update, but it's been released today. So Scavenger, changes to Scavenger. The pouch will now have a cyan outline for those with Scavenger attached. Not sure what the pouch is. Increased this dissipation time from 20 seconds to 60 seconds. The pouch now gives you 1+ armor plate on top of the previous items. The text update. Not really sure. I've never really used Scavenger, if I'm honest with you, and I think that's part of what this is, making some of the lesser used perks a bit more viable and a bit more competitive. Scavenger is originally built for multiplayer encounters where your eliminations are typically easy to reach, and foot traffic aligns with the elimination zones. In Battle Royale setting, players are a lot more sparse, are covered, a lot more time passes between the encounters. With this change, we aim to assist in identifying where your spoils of war are located, also providing more time to acquire them. Update to the items. It seems small, but aggressive players see better results staying stocked up on gear. I guess when you're pushing heavy, the loot of what you've killed will stay highlighted longer in cyan, maybe. Let's see how that plays out. So Restock. Restock charge time has been reduced from 50 to 25 seconds. So this change is not affecting stims. Stims now take 60-second timer to reduce spam and gas abuse. So you can't run the sort of stim glitch where you can kind of stay with Restock in the gas for a long time, because it takes a lot longer for those stims to regenerate. Incorrect text. It says 50 seconds. This will be updated in a future update. It's good that they're acknowledging that up front rather than letting people report that and it be wrong. Restock saw an increase in time with the original launch of Battle Royale. As Warzone has evolved, it's become noticeable that the strength has diminished. We want there to be a stronger choice. The red category of perk, which is a perk 2 slot, that heavily impacted the playstyle around the respective perks. There's an opportunity to revamp, create room for experimenting with various equipment that doesn't get much love. Okay, interesting. EOD. EOD will reduce or cap the damage whichever is higher. So this is damage, protecting you against damage from explosions, incendiary rounds, etc. Raise cap for explosive damage from 80 to 200. Wow. So EOD got a pretty intense buff there, so it will protect you from up to 200. So RPGs be less viable, Panzer fast be less viable. Rise in damage reduction from 35 to 45%. Okay, that's pretty big too. Also a text update. With the adjustment to lethals dealing more damage in Season 1, we wanted to align EOD with that to make it a bit more viable. Yeah, I have been taken out by frags that seem miles away, but down me in one, so really good to see that. Quickfix, inserting a plate will now begin regenerating health. Okay, interesting. So Quickfix is the perk that when you kill and down your enemies, you will get, you start to regenerate your health quicker when you finish your enemy off. So now, finishing and then replating will start regenerating the health. I don't know if that's instead of or as well as. So maybe you can down someone and start plating, and that will start regaining your health. Okay, Quickfix is already decent meta contender, but similar to other perks, primarily built for multiplayer. This change makes it more potent in battle royale settings and will lead to some fascinating plays. You're absolutely right, Raven. Ghost. So this is the one that we saw talked about earlier on Twitter by JGod and True Game Data. The Ghost stealth effect will now only apply if the player is moving. So if you're camping in a building with Ghost, you're screwed. It's over. Game over. No more camping. No more campfires. No more kumbaya. No more guitar songs around the campfire. Players will observe this via an arrow representing their operator and the minimap fading when Ghost is active. So I guess the arrow will come up and then it will start to fade as they start to move. Text update will be coming in future deployment to clarify these changes. In pre-Caldera world, Ghost was very beneficial. However, Caldera is obviously it became even stronger with the ability to seek visual cover and foliage across the map. People camping in bushes everywhere. This change will aim to balance the perk around being mobile or stationary to provide a better counterplay or opportunities for perks. Other perks, we're thoroughly looking at stealth detection meta with the intent to create more value in options available to acquire and combat it. So that's really, really cool. We've also updated the tooltip text for the following perks: Tune Up, Kill Chain, Point Man and Hardline, something I'd never see anyone run, so I don't know if anything will come of those. We'd like to thank all the players for continuing to have made suggestions, discussed perks, blah 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 blah. So this is pretty big update, to be honest with you. This really could change the game across the board. So it doesn't matter what weapons you're running, now the perks are going to basically mean a lot of different things. My first choice, I think, is going to be running Quickfix as a more aggressive player. If we can get that benefit of recharging our health as soon as we get a plate in, that's going to be the difference between getting around a corner or getting out of the line of sight and being down, especially if you're challenging more than one opponent at a time. Second perk slot obviously isn't going to be Ghost. I always recommend, especially for Rebirth, Tempered is the way to go on that. Looks like the perk 3 is probably still going to be something like Combat Scout, as that's a pretty solid choice. Although in the perk 1 slot we do also now have the EOD as a pretty strong choice, although it already was. So, lots to think about. Let me know in the comments what you're going to be running now after this update. If you've got any questions, also let me know in the comments. Streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Usually playing Rebirth Island, so come and get involved. Come and get in the chat. Good vibes only. If this is helpful, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.